So it has been a little while since I've shared any updates on our small cottage, the one we're staying in while we are building our farmhouse. And today I am going to be talking all about the bathroom. Hey there, my name is Yami. I am your Latina next door. Welcome back to Mi Casa. As you know, we are building our forever home on our homestead, and we're sharing the process with you guys one episode at a time. And while we're doing that, we are staying in a small cottage that's on our property. And we actually had to put a cottage together rather quickly because we found out last year that we were expecting, and it was going to be way too much to have a family of 6 in a camper on site. So I shared a bit about that journey last year, and I kind of shared where we got up to. However, our due date crept up on us really quickly, and we actually didn't have the bathroom done before I went to the hospital. And Nelson actually spent a portion of his paternity leave finishing the bathroom. So we had to wrap it up rather quickly, and we still had a few things that we didn't quite finish, but it was enough for us to use and be able to enjoy and not worry about not having a bathroom. Now, before we start, I want to say thank you to Gerber Plumbing for partnering with us on this video. More on them to come. In some of the footage, you will see that there's still a couple of things that we have to finish up, but it's okay. We're not in a hurry. We have a lot of things going on right now with the farmhouse build and the baby and our big announcement. I don't know if you got a chance to see that video, but we are enjoying our space. It definitely works very well for us. And really, I felt terrible sharing a bathroom that wasn't absolutely perfect with you guys. But I know that, you know what? Things happen and it's okay. And I just wanted to go ahead and just share it with you guys. And that way you guys can see what we've been working with, what we've been living in, and kind of how it turned out. So yeah, that's what this video is about. So let me share everything that we did to get it to where it is today. So let me refresh your memory about the layout of our tiny cottage. Now in the center, you walk into the dining area. To the left is the living space, and to the right is both the kitchenette and the bathroom. And this is what the space kind of looks like as it was framed out from the very beginning. Now for my mood board, this is what I shared with you all. I wanted to keep everything nice, light, and neutral just because it's a smaller space, and I wanted it to feel as large and open as possible. And here we are in the very beginning when we're about to get ready for plumbing. So we have the plumbers here today working on this. They had to go and get a few more things that they needed, but here is our tub that we're going to be installing over there where Nelson's at, and they have the drain hole right there already taken out. This is obviously where the toilet's going to go, directly underneath the little window. And then they've already got some stuff installed and ready to go for the sink. The sink is still not here. I should be getting it any day now. So I can't wait to show you guys what that's going to look like. The plumbing company came back and they actually plumbed the entire cottage for us, not just for the bathroom, but they also took care of the kitchen. They even did our water filtration system as well as hooking up our water heater. Once the plumbing was done, Nelson insulated the entire cottage, and we did share that process in a previous video. We actually had already installed the tongue and groove in the rest of the ceiling, but this one still remained. So Nelson worked on that. And he also worked on adding a fun little feature that I really have always wanted in a bathroom, and that's to have a light over my shower. And he was able to do that as well. Now, I'm sure you're probably wondering why he's not staggering the seams of this ceiling like we did in the previous areas. That was because we had to have the plumbers come back and fix a couple of the joints that kind of connected from the walls to the ceiling. They weren't allowing us to actually do the ceiling flush, but Nelson and I were on a timeline that was fast approaching, so we just said we'll just do one seam, and honestly it's just one and we barely even notice it. Next, it was time to get the bathtub walls ready, and as you guys know, we always love to use the Schluter system. This Curdy board is just so easy to use, DIY friendly, and it's light and it's not messy at all, and it goes up so quickly. So we wanted tile for this space, and this is what we went ahead and used. Now, if you notice to the right, there are these shelves that were built in and put in place. Now, these were built by the same gentleman who did our bookcases on either side of our fireplace on the other side of the cottage. When the bathroom was originally framed out, it was a little bit too long for a standard tub. So we had this space there, and we thought, since he did so great in creating those bookshelves for the built-ins either side of the fireplace, we went ahead and hired him to do this as well, and it fit like a glove. Nelson also added a nook for our shower, again for more toiletries and storage. Once all of the critty boards were up, it was time to address the seams and make everything waterproof. And then of course came the task of tiling. One thing I really wanted to do was continue the tile all the way up to the ceiling. I think the intersection of the tile and the tongue and groove looks really pretty, and I didn't want to have anything there like drywall to get wet or any moisture, so we just took it all the way up to make the shower feel taller, and I think it looks really good. Here is all the tile in place, and now it is time for grout. And by this point, Nelson was on his own. I had already had the baby, and I was at my parents' house for a couple days while he finished this up. So he was definitely in a hurry trying to get everything wrapped up. Now, we didn't film at this portion of the bathroom, but we used the same faux shiplap boards that we used for the rest of the cottage to cover up the walls in this bathroom as well. And we used the same method of application, using liquid nails on the 2x4s and then coming in with finishing nails in order to put them in place. We puttied all of the nail holes as well, and we also painted the walls. Next, it was time for the floors, and we used similar tiles that we used in our previous home. We have used two other colors or designs in the past in this hexagon style, and we went ahead and did it again because it's actually pretty easy to install and it's very forgiving. This is what it looks like freshly installed, and next it was the grout. Next, it was time for the fixtures, and we partnered again with Gerber for this. I was back home and ready to wrap this project up. I decided to go with the traditional and sleek brushed nickel for this bathroom, just to give it a nice clean lines. I also wanted something with a high neck because I just don't like faucets that are really low to the sink. I like to be able to put something underneath it if I have to gather water. So I chose the Parma line of style. You may recall I used them in our last house for our kitchen as well as my son's bathroom makeovers. Now, besides faucets, they also carry my favorite style of toilet, which is a very nice elongated seat that has a very sophisticated design, a small tank, and of course, the coolest flushing system. The last time we used them was in our kitchen here in the cottage, and this is the faucet that we put in my sink. And let me tell you something, it is a beauty. Not only does it function perfectly, but it also looks amazing. So of course I was delighted to partner again with them for this bathroom project. Now, in addition to kitchen faucets, bath faucets, and toilets, they also do shower kits as well as pot fillers. And they have an array of different accessories as well as different colors and finishes and styles so that you have an option for everything in your home. Now, I will leave a link to their website so you can check out everything that they have to offer. And what's even greater is that you can now shop for them on Amazon. I'll make sure to leave all the links necessary, including everything that we used in our video, in the description box below. The first fixture that we put in was the toilet. By this point, Nelson has pretty much become a professional toilet installer. The amount of toilets we have either replaced or installed in our homes or even in my parents' homes, we've just lost count. So it's kind of a running joke. But they really are super easy to install. All you have to do is set them in place, bolt them down, and then caulk the entire bottom in order to give it a nice seal. After the bottom is installed, you add the tank to the top. Make sure it is nice and secure, and then you plug it up to your water line. After the toilet was installed, it was time to finish up the vanity. Installing the faucet was super simple. Our vanity was a standalone that we purchased from our local hardware store. It came with a sink as well as a countertop already installed, including the drilled holes, as many of them come that way nowadays. And all I did was hold the fixtures up in place after Nelson set them down. That way he can go underneath the cabinet and make sure to tighten them up and secure them while I held them up top. Next, it was time to put everything together and wrap this project up. Nelson, once he was done with the faucet, installed the drawers that go to the vanity, and then it was just accessories that were left. Now, when I came back, I realized that we had no place to hang our towels. So I ordered some hooks online, and Nelson used a leftover piece of tongue and groove that was from the ceiling, and we installed it on the wall, added hooks on it, and we made an instant towel rack. Now that all the practical elements were addressed, it was time to make the space pretty, and I ordered this curtain online. And yes, I iron my curtains. I love to see them nice and pressed. And if this curtain looks familiar to you, it's because it probably is. It's the same style that I used in my mom's guest bathroom makeover, as well as my previous master bathroom in our last home. I simply love this style of curtain. It's worked so great. It's high quality. It looks so beautiful, and it comes in so many different options. So of course I had to grab one for this. Next, I added a striped cafe curtain to the little window above the toilet area. I know a lot of you all were concerned about us having a little window there. However, we live on 19 acres and we have no neighbors nearby, but I still added it just so everyone has peace of mind while they're using the bathroom inside. Now, in our last house, we had 3 bathrooms that we shared among all 5 of us, and we are down to this 1 bathroom. So I had to get creative and try to find nice ways to make sure that everybody had everything that they needed in this space. Nelson installed a light fixture as well above the vanity, and I also picked up a beautiful mirror at Hobby Lobby at a discounted price. And then I filled up those shelves with baskets in order to organize everything that was left. And here is our sweet little bathroom in our cottage. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments below which one of the design features of this bathroom was your favorite, or if you would do anything different. Having this bathroom has made our lives so much easier as we wait for the finishing of our forever home. If you love bathroom makeovers, don't forget to check out my playlist of all bathroom renovations that we have done in the past. I'll have that linked in the description box below. Thank you to Gerber for partnering with us once more on another amazing project. I will have everything linked below as well so that you can get more information and check them out. I will see you all very soon with more amazing projects. Until then, adios!